an early horror film that I saw in middle school was because I didn't start watching like full on R-rated horror till high school. Um, Middle school, I was at a friend's house sleeping over, and we were like waiting on someone else to arrive or something. And so we were just killing time in the living room, and I was channel surfing, and I landed on Poltergeist 2. And I watched the back half of that movie. And the scene in that movie where so the family from the first movie, it's them still in Poltergeist 2. They move houses, but the spirits or whatever, the demon from the first movie is like still following them essentially. And the demon is trying to figure out like how to infiltrate the family and break the family apart, and try to get in the house, right? And um and there's a scene where the dad is like drinking a tequila bottle, and it has a worm in it, like tequila worm in it.
And I remember that scene, that song that goes like tequila.
Yeah, 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 no. And the dude, the camera zooms in on the worm, and it like opens an eye and like kind of looks back at the camera, and the dad drinks the worm, and then he's possessed by the demon. He goes upstairs, he like, you know, starts like assaulting the mom essentially, and then she tells him that she loves him, and it like expels the demon quite literally, because he then vomits up the worm. It is now the size of a python. So there's a
Mhm.
scene where the worm, python-sized worm, comes out of him, and the
Is it like
effects.
the Rick and Morty like scene where
Yes,
they keep praising him to take that thing out of him?
it's exactly like that. I think that scene was a parody of Poltergeist 2, actually.
Okay.
And the effects in this movie were actually supervised by H.R. Giger, the guy who did the Alien, the Xenomorph. So there's a lot of like similarities to that. Dude, he throws up the worm, it crawls under the bed and transforms into like this, legless, crawling, like goblin creature, crawls out of its own slime, smiles at the parents, and then leaves the room. And then it turns into like this Gorgon thing. So, like the alien, it has like these different life cycles. And dude, that shit freaked me out, man. That fucked me up. That scene fucked me up for like a year. Like, there was every day I would think about that scene and just be like, oh my God. Because I was like 12. And at that point, that was like the most disturbing thing I had seen like on film, I think. And dude, every day, like at some point during the day, I'd remember that scene and just be like, oh God, fuck. That was so disturbing. And then, like, too, also when it's in its full form, the creature, it's like I said, this Gorgon, like Medusa looking thing with like zombie like skin, and then it has this long like snake tail, and along the tail are the faces of its like followers just like stuck in it and like screaming. Oh fuck, dude. Fuck. Poltergeist 2, not to be messed with. That is, it's not the greatest movie. It's like there's plot holes galore and weird story elements and stuff, but it is like arguably as scarier, probably scarier than the first one. There's some freaky shit in that movie. But that was a big hell nah from my childhood, dude.
Hmm. Hmm.
Poltergeist 2.